All right, what's going down, everyone? We got a special edition of Mojobreak the Hype. We're getting ready for the National, and we've got Jesse and Mike from Sports Card Nonsense. We're doing a co-sponsored party on Thursday. We've got Wee Man showing up in the building. We got raffles, and we're here to talk about the whole show and what to expect. How you guys doing?
So good now that my name came first.
Yeah, Jesse was very excited about that intro. Doing great. I'm not as good as the first intro, but I'm fine. Right. Still here in protest.
I'm going to tell you, I'm excited for this party again because I don't know if I said 2 words to Wee Man last time. I'm going to talk to him.
Were you sick last year?
Real conversation. No, I talked.
Oh no, yeah. you were in
I
a
left
mood
early. No,
mad?
No, it wasn't. It was that GLP-1 stuff got to me real bad. Right. I've learned some lessons since last year, so I'm really
no juicing before the party.
Yeah, now it's all Taco Bell, so I think I've played it safe.
Sounds like a good plan.
What's the bathroom situation?
But this year it's different though, because the last few years it's been at the same place, but now it's at a dueling piano bar.
It is
dueling piano bar. So we'll have a show for the last 2 hours where we're also going to do giveaways and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, dueling piano. The moment I heard that, I'm like, I could not be more in on this.
How much singing will Cody do? Over under 2.5 songs?
Well, this is breaking news.
Oh.
So it's more of a show rather than it's more of a group effort than it is a performer. And so there's no karaoke is really what I'm trying to say.
There's no karaoke.
No karaoke. So we'll have to scratch that itch somewhere else.
They seen our videos from last year and they're like, let the professionals do the same.
Dude, absolutely not. Doug freaking rocks the mic with like not our generation hip hop, like rips it up. And then freaking Cody is like Freddie Mercury's cousin. I don't know.
No.
How old? Freddie's dead. How old? He's like he's a non-HIV Freddie Mercury who plays with cards.
Wow. You know what?
This is living non-infected Freddie Mercury.
Please, Michael. Please. It's not our podcast. We don't know what the audience is like.
That's just facts.
I think that's the first time the HIV's been dropped on the show.
I can't dispute that.
He's living.
Well, you guys are really good. You have very talented people on your team, so I'm glad it's not happening. I feel like I got roasted the one time I did it because I was like, I went up there to have fun, thinking, oh, this is a good time. I'm gonna do a song that everybody enjoys, and then someone with real talent goes up there and just absolutely dominates. I'm glad.
Joe Staley shows up in a crab suit doing Under the Sea, and you're like, what are we even doing here?
Oh, I forgot. It's when that stupid teenager won it too.
Yes. What was with that kid?
You could tell his parents had money too.
Does he still break with you
guys?
He's
like a frequent customer.
Yeah. I think he's really good.
He's a great kid.
My customer, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's really nice. I've always liked
his career. I think he does like a podcast now.
He's my favorite, actually.
He's good.
I loved him. So you guys, do you have a booth at the National too?
They're with us.
No, we're with you guys.
They're set up in 500 with us.
I can see that. Okay.
We're doing live content next week.
So
it's gonna be this week.
What are your expectations of the National? Like, what are you wanting to get out of it?
Just to see people, like I feel like, Fanatics Fest was more of just like, run here, run there, a lot going on. And I didn't get a lot of time to just sit down and talk to people. I'm just hoping to meet a lot of customers, not only at our party, but walking the floor. And that's my main goal.
Do you go there for the business aspect of it, like to buy and sell? Or are you just more like, you know what, I can probably do better deals online or with people I know than doing it here at the show? Because sometimes I do think like, I think if anything, there's going to be higher prices at the National as opposed to maybe something I could get done in person or online.
I usually kind of wait till Sunday for that. I feel like, I'm not going to rush myself into buying something. I'll see if those are still available like on Sunday, make some offers, get some inventory in the shop.
Okay. Well, that's a play. I don't know. I want to go. I'm bringing cash just in case, because that's the only time I think like, I can maybe do a better deal than I could online because I'll have
maybe you get the volume too. That's the helpful thing.
Yeah. I'm going after like some cases of Disney stuff, like stuff that's not. It's probably going to be harder to find.
I find those in the bathroom. There's a guy in a stall hawking Disney cases.
I have lower expectations because I know like that's so hot right now, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any of it. But yeah, that's what I'm going after.
Speaking of that, did you guys hear Gary V's take about that? He feels like in the next 5 to 10 years that sports, non-sports will be matched price-wise with sports. What do you guys think on that take?
I did not hear this, but I'm a big fan.
Like wax or singles. What was the? Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
I'm assuming demand and price of singles.
I think
is how I took it.
Here's what I would say. Like right now, you guys crush us in price because there's so much less of it. Well, you don't have releases every single week.
I mean, there's things that crush in price. Like, you mean wax?
Even the singles, though, there's way less out there. So I feel like your pricing's as well. Here's I guess if you had the exact same amount of releases as sport, I feel like it'd be it would flood it. The market's not anywhere near that size yet.
Right. Yeah.
So in 5 years, do I think? I mean,
well, this release of Marvel Chrome and Disney Chrome is like the first time they've really comparatively put out product to the degree that they do with a sport product. Like
2 in 1 week.
Yeah, it was just the amount that they produced of it. It's still not as much. It's not nearly as much as what the sports are, but they greatly increased it because demand is going up. Prices have been going up on a lot of the older stuff. And so, yeah, I could definitely see it. My thinking is they're doing the same, like back in junk wax era, there were sports cards and there were non-sports cards, and you saw how many different sports or non-sports sets were out there of every movie and TV show you can think of, every poster or collectible they had cards of. And the difference is they didn't have anything to show scarcity. They didn't have autographs, these things that have also been very transformative on the sports side. But they did the sports side way before they started doing the non-sports side. So I feel like, now they're just doing it on both sides and we're just further behind. So give it a few more years. It continues to grow just like the sports side has. I think there's enough fandom, and the fact that you've got IPs that are, a lot of these sports that we talk about, baseball, basketball, football, these are very big in the US. And yes, they're growing. And in some cases they're big in other countries, but a lot of the IPs we talk about are international already, and they're gigantic. And it's like, well, there's going to be fans already there. So I totally see it. And to the point of that, like on Friday, there was a case of 2023 Topps Chrome Disney, or Topps. Wow. It was Disney 100, sold for $78,000. That is like the highest non-sport sale of any modern product that I know of. I don't think there's anything else that compares. And if that's the case, I think we're seeing right now, this moment, like the last month or two, this is like the beginning of, I need to be aware of the non-sport market.
Yeah. Is there, on that same topic, Jesse, is there a card you're out there looking for that's non-sport?
Yeah, what pervert crap is on your radar?
Well, I actually am looking for a Buzz Lorcana PSA 10, like one of these. There's like this iconic card. It's I think it got down to like 3K at one point. And now, but the PSA 10 is like 5,000, and I want it for. I'm doing this thing with Logan Paul and Gary Vee on Thursday, and it's a TCG thing. I want to do I'm gonna get a necklace, like where you hold the card on the necklace, like Logan Paul did with his.
Brag. You just kind of squeeze that.
Well, I'm not saying I listen.
I just want to have a card, and it's gonna be on a necklace.
I will,
and I'm gonna sit next to Logan Paul, and then I'm also gonna dye my hair blonde and shill the crap out of a market I don't know anything about, and then Gary's gonna tell me I'm special, and then we're all growing, and in 5 years Gary's gonna be as tall as me.
So anyway, I'm going to do those things. It's just, he's so mean. It's so mean.
I just feel bad. We come on this podcast, I ask a yes or no question. You give a diatribe about Disney's going to the moon. Oh, go die.
People care. They want content. They want to know.
Creeps.
I mean, more content. I do have an iconic in my collection. I have the Moana one. So PSA.
Really?
I don't even know what Moana is. Is that a person or a movie? What is Moana?
Wait a minute. You have kids like you not watched Moana?
He knows of it.
I don't know what Moana is.
Okay. It's like the Hawaiian.
Is he old enough for Moana yet or
no?
Definitely.
I don't know. Actually,
2.5. Well, he'll be 3 in September.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, it's a movie, or that's the character?
It's like one little scary monster, but like it's fine. You like it.
Okay, I've been playing Rocky.
Like desensitized to scary stuff at a young age, so I'm not the best guy to ask on this.
Yeah, I think you're fine. But that's the whole.
I don't let him talk to Jesse anymore. If
that's not true. Well. I talked to him all weekend. He's having a great time. But yeah, that is the key to all of this. Is I think there's more awareness. The fact that we're even talking about it right now means that there's a reason to talk about it, and it means there's more people entering.
Land the plane.
And what Lorcana's done good, they introduced the Iconics in 4 sets ago. So there's only been 8 of them, and they're like 1 in 30 cases. So they brought that kind of like.
Dude, I didn't know you were a Lorcana guy.
Oh yeah, dude. Kaiju Chase to Lorcana, which was missing because the level before that was the Enchants, and that was like 1 per case. So it wasn't as special, right? So now they only release 2 Iconics per set. And I got lucky and pulled 1, but they're really hard to pull. They're like a pop of like 70 or 80 right now.
Yeah, it's insane. There was a guy who reached out to me. He's like, because we talk about it on the Hobby Nonsense Pod all the time, all the non-sport, and TCG Lorcana has been a big topic of conversation because of the iconics that have basically caused that IP or that TCG going from dying to thriving, I would say at this point. And it is by far like one of these, like, if you find an iconic, it's a huge deal. And that is another reason why I think like, oh, we are becoming more and more comparable to the sports card market. Granted, TCG is not a non-sport for many people, but for others it is. And if you found one iconic, I'd say your odds are fantastic, because I've heard people ripped cases of this stuff and still haven't found one. So yeah, very cool.
No, I know, Mike, you were chasing those. What is that upper deck, that one upper deck football set? Did you ever complete that? Are you still looking to build that?
I have my bounty out still. 9 years and counting. 2001 SP Authentic, Sign of the Times. I need Terrell Davis.
This is the year.
I've still never seen the card in person.
Wow. No, I can't say that. I think I have Drew Brees in my PC. That's the only one from that. From that
big
one.
Rookie from that one. Yep,
But
it's an awesome set. Jim Brown, Unitas. Yep,
beautiful set. So there you hear it. Have you put it out there in the internets and no one has it?
I have posted about it. We just
tell the Eris one too. This is a different audience.
Maybe and the Tom Brady Eris. Those are my two like white whales. Remember the Planet set last year?
Mm-hmm.
The Geniuses at Topps replaced Pluto with Eris, which is a dwarf planet.
I believe Pluto's back now. Didn't they?
It is back this year, yeah. But I've never seen the Tom Brady. I have the other 9 Bradys in an SGC 10. I need that card.
I don't think I've ever seen that card existed either.
Genuinely did not. Yeah, that's such a rare card that I don't even know what that
exists. How many are even expected to be made? What are the odds on that one?
I think they said 3 to 5 is the print run.
Wow.
No one has seen
crazy.
One, right?
Correct. Never been on the internet, nothing. Even the Terrell Davis hasn't sold in like 2 or 3 years. There's no record. I think you have some weird super collectors.
I guarantee you that's just like on some random old guy's table at the show. Like you would just have to find it.
This is, to me, the part of you were talking about, going back to when you were talking about like buying and what you're doing, what you're getting at the National. The fun of the National is finding things you just will never find anywhere else.
Yep.
Like, I personally love collecting World Baseball Classic stuff. I remember finding 06 Derek Jeters and Griffey's and all that, and like stuff I had not seen since that set was out. So that's one thing I'll be hunting for. I always am hunting for that stuff, but that's to me the most. Yes, maybe there's some sort of premium on some stuff, but like there is the feeling of, if I don't buy this now,
yes,
when the hell else am I ever going to find it? You know?
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Love it. Yeah. That's the same. The treasure hunt. I think you used last week, that word.
What are you guys looking for?
06 Baseball Classic. You just told you.
I'm always looking for World Baseball Classic. I think I was actually just texting with Doug Plagans today. He showed me an amazing PSA 10 OPG Platinum Macklin that he just got back. And it just made me think, you know what? I know the price is going to be expensive, but if I wait any longer on getting some Macklins in my collection, in 3, 4, 5 years, I'm going to regret it, because then the price of entry is going to be to a point where I'm like, I just can't, like with some of these Macklins. Like, I feel like now is the time to strike, even though I know it's going to be, not the cheapest search for Macklin stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I second that. I'm definitely looking for not only Macklins for the shop, but Macklin for my PC, because I think once October comes around, and the Sharks had a really good draft, they had a really good offseason. So, I mean, I'm not saying they're going to win the Stanley Cup next year, but they're on the right path, and Macklin's on the cover of, NHL 2027 as well. Yep. Kids, I mean, I never seen so many kids wear a San Jose Sharks jersey at Fanatics Fest this year. There was like at least 10 of them, which is, to see one in the wild anywhere but here is insane. Like, nobody watches the Sharks. So that just shows you we're not a hockey town. So, there's a lot of hype around him, around our area. And, I'm still looking for some Buster Posey draft autos. I've got the gold. I don't know if the red might be a little bit rich to my blood. I probably won't find it, but I'm always looking for those low numbered Buster Posies.
Was he like an 08? What was Posey?
Yep. Good knowledge.
08? Okay.
Yeah, 08,
Dude, we just had a random Buster Posey come through the eBay show last week. I got a box on consignment. I thought it was like a $50 card, and I was talking to Eddie, thankfully. It was a 2010 Topps Chrome Rapper Redemption Refractor.
Nice.
It was either a PSA 9 or a BGS 9.5. It ended up being a few $100, but I was like, I was shocked. I had no clue.
Yeah, I remember that it was 2010. Was it 2010?
Yep.
Yeah, you had to send in like 2 boxes worth of wrappers, and then they sent you a pack, and there was a bunch of rookies in there, and it was all rookie based. And I think I have a 9.5 in my collection somewhere, but then they have the green version, I believe, as well. So fun way. I guess that's how Topps tracked sales back then, is send in these wrappers to see where they're coming from. And They haven't done that in 13,
that
14
was the
years.
Rapper Redemption?
It's a mystery. Like you sent them in though. Yeah, not like the live one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about this on our show today. There was not supposed to be a Rapper Redemption with Topps this year. I don't know what they're doing something else, but we didn't get the details of what it is, but yeah, I don't know how that's going to work, but they'll give away something.
And you guys are the main media sponsor for the show, so that's exciting. My guys are out there doing all the news, right? So, what are you guys most excited about, like to cover at the National?
I will say the exposure they've given us has been pretty good. Like I was telling Jesse, like we can't get a hold of Logan. Like we're not anywhere on Logan Paul's radar ever. So Jesse doing like the Logan Paul thing. We're going to do the Upper Deck thing with some players on the MJ auction that's ending Saturday. It's just been cool, like getting put in front of some of this stuff. So yeah, it's good. But I don't know what else. It just seems like they're going to shuffle a lot of stuff our way, which is great.
I feel like this year more than any year, the calendar is much more filled before we get there. I feel like when we get there, it's like, oh yeah, hey, let's go do this or go do that. And it's like, okay, well, we've kept some things open, but now I feel like every day there's at least multiple things on the calendar to be done. And it kind of worries me where it's like, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna have a ton of time to like just go hang out with people I see at the show or go walk around to tables and things like that. So it'll be interesting. This year's going to definitely have a different feel, I think.
Yeah. And I mean, I think the National, the gentleman from the National was on your show, and I loved what he said about, not really competing with Fanatics Fest, giving the kudos and the flowers to Fanatics Fest. Yep. And I know this is the question that was probably last week's question, but, Fanatics Fest versus the National, honestly, I think they're two different shows and they can exist forever together. Do you guys have that same sentiment?
Yeah, I think we both think. Yeah, because my thing was like, I think you have the vast majority of people don't care about cards yet go to Fanatics Fest.
Yeah,
right. And everybody loves cards who goes to the National. Well, so I think it's a perfect. And you're going to one place to look at cards and treasure hunt. You're going to the other one to maybe see cards, but to do like the activations and to meet Cooper Flag walking around, which is great. I think they're both great. Yeah, I do. I think they're both. They need more space though. I know the World Cup. Again, stupid people kicking a ball screw everything up. I'm glad next year they're moving it back a month because I do want more downtime in between.
Yes.
2 and 3. Because it was
I couldn't do this again.
2 out of 3 weeks, right?
Well, and you think San Diego Comic-Con was in between. If people wanted to go to that, because I really wanted to go to that, and my plan is to go next year to that show.
Is it always San Diego?
There's different Comic-Cons across the country, but that's the big one. And so it's like, how does anybody? I mean, I'm sure there actually were people who probably went to all three or planning to go to all 3. 100%. I don't know how you could do that multiple years in a row.
Called absentee parents.
That's exactly it. Well, here's the thing too. The Fanatics Fest and the National are two similar shows, but obviously they are very different in some ways. The fact that Fanatics Fest is much more, I think, focused sport heavy, not just sports cards, but just sports heavy. I think you could have the National translate into this is a card show as opposed to just a sports card show, because right now you've got Fanatics Fest, you've got National, but then you've got like these Collecticon things that are popping up everywhere, and they just got bought out by like a major corporation, and you're going to see more of those shows, and that's where you see all the Pokemon and TCGs and non-sport cards at those shows. If the National really wants to differentiate itself, it needs to expand even further into some of those areas, because it needs to be a trading card show in general. Like I just want to go there and find cards of all kinds, because I don't think the Fanatics Fest would ever really lean into that side of things. There's always going to be people who bring them, but you're not going to that show specifically for that.
It feels like the most untapped potential because, well, one, we're going to have a presence out there that we'll have some gaming stuff going on during the National, on top of a lot of other breaks and stuff that we'll be having going on with eBay and Upper Deck and all that good stuff. But I think, too, you run into the same problem, because I think next week is, if I'm not mistaken, I would have to check with our gaming guys, but like it's the biggest gaming, tabletop gaming TCG convention of the year, or if it's not next week, it's like the week after.
Pokemon Worlds is coming
up. And then
Pokemon
Worlds is at the end of August. So you do, once again, sort of similar to what happened here with Fanatics with the National, you do have this like convergence of all these massive events. But you're right, Jesse, like it's like, it feels like the biggest blind spot. It feels like the most obvious, like, how do we make this even bigger? Because it does feel like every single year gets bigger and bigger. How do you even get to a point where it keeps growing? And that's really the way to do it, is by embracing the TCG community, embracing Pokemon as Lorcana having its moment right now, and bringing that into the fold here.
Can I just say this? And I think you could agree with this. I think you could get rid of some of the sports card tables that are set up there because I feel like there's so much overlap in some areas. Like some of it is just like, especially, and I hate to say this for all you vintage lovers, but that vintage area where it's just like guys with the old brown newspapers and like these super old mitts. And it's like, I get that there's some people that are into it, but I don't know. It feels like the National is becoming more and more synonymous with cards. And it doesn't mean you can't have memorabilia there, but it's at the same time, some of this vintage stuff, I just try to get through it as fast as I can to get to the areas that are maybe a little bit more modern, or at least have a good mix of modern and vintage versus like just the overlapping. Like I couldn't tell you any of those tables are different from another one. That's just a bunch of old
vintage
stuff.
That's like me though. I can't tell a Pokemon table apart from any of them.
Sure,
because I don't care. Vintage guys do though. Like, oh, that one's from my 50s high uncommon set cards.
Yeah,
this one's from my. So yeah, vintage guys love that. I'll be honest. If I wanted to grow the National, I would just get a bigger space and add more people.
Exactly.
There's like 1,000 guys on the friggin' wait list. I don't
think that's possible. Like, I feel like this is one of it feels like a very large venue. I'm just trying to think of like how much larger can we get?
Right, but if you got a bigger venue, you could add more people. There's no shortage of people who want to go or vendors who want to sign up. The list has hundreds on the waiting list.
Yeah,
I don't want sports. I like that it's the one thing that is strictly a sports convention,
but it's not strictly a sports convention anymore. That's what I mean.
The problem is, I guess it's the 45th year, right? So when they sat down and decided what kind of show, they have sports collectors in the name now, right? So it's like, how would you even get trading card, be like the NTSC or, and
you would keep NS or NCSS. Is that what it is? The National NSCC, the National
Official
Sports
Media
Card Convention. So that you would just have to change the S to something else.
Now, leave it. That's what I'm saying. Why can't we have one that's just ours?
I think that's what most card shows are.
No, not anymore.
These days there are more and more, but those are like specifically Pokemon shows. Like,
no, I'm saying sports card shows are now a huge influx of TCG and other stuff.
I guess that's the decision that they have to come to. It's like, is it worth it to change the entire direction and the vibe of the show to potentially reach out to new customers, survive, or are you going to alienate all these people who have been here for years and years because they like that it is even right now there's still TCG on the show floor, but that is still a vast majority sports collectors. I don't know.
And correct me if I'm wrong, because I've only set up in the Breaker Pavilion because you have to sign up the year before and get in a draw to know if you're going to get a booth on the main floor. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's all based on loyalty. So there might be guys that have been there for 45 years. They're in the front. That's why you see the vintage guys, right?
That's right.
So some of the corporate guys have came in and moved a little closer, but I think it's just like a loyalty legacy thing with the National.
Well, and I say this because I think of how Collecticon has been slowly adding in sports card booths at their shows, and it's like you think of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars that are going into all of this. It would be foolish for a corporation that is now going to buy them out and their job is to make more money. They would be foolish not to expand it into more sports and then more TCG. It's just, they're going to do it. Why? I would just think the National would do it as well. But then again, I do also can appreciate the fact that, this is our sports mecca show. Like, it's not meant for everybody else, but we've already seen so much like dilution of that by adding in Pokemon people in there that now it feels like, it wouldn't be that crazy to add more.
I agree.
Yeah. I know I'm getting ahead of myself because it's next. So we haven't even gotten to this year's show, but next year it's in Chicago one more time.
Yep.
And then we got Detroit the year after, if I'm not mistaken. Right. That's where I'm like, I guess I'm curious what the space is there. If it's a bigger space, a potentially bigger space where maybe that's where they have it circled of like, if we do this major expansion where we bring everything into the fold, that might be the spot to do it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know Detroit is a little bit bigger in this place because that's like brand new. The whole downtown of Detroit, by the time we get there, is going to be like unbelievably brand new.
Yeah,
it's wild.
You saw like Cards HQ's opening up a shop up there.
Oh,
that's right. They are.
Like, it's just funny. Like you know that was like planned as far as like. They knew where the National is going to be. They're going to put that shop there.
Plus, real estate value is like super cheap. Still, you can get in. Again, it's a major airport.
That's one of the things about all of these shows is like we talk about like, can you find a place that has bigger convention floor space? And yeah, I'm sure you can. But can you find one in a city where you can get easily in and out of
hotel rooms,
have hotels and a safe place as well? That's where it's like a lot of things, the factors go into making this like just an overall great show. And they've found something really good in Chicago.
The Chicago thing works. That space is great.
It's
like
so
you don't have
easy
to. You don't have to drive anywhere. Like you can walk to 40 restaurants.
You're right by O'Hare.
Yep. Yeah.
You fly right in and out.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
I agree. I would, of course, I would like to have it in Nashville, but I just don't see how they could.
There's no world. Yeah, it's expensive here too. Like the hotels downtown.
No.
Yep.
Great spot though. I'd love to have it there.
Amazing environment to have it. I think also vital for Detroit too, especially in this hobby. Lots of casinos in area.
Oh,
it's very important.
That's something they never talk about. Every single national I've been to is always near a casino. Like there's actually almost every card show, like every big card show is near a casino.
Where have you been? Chicago, Cleveland.
There's a reason Atlantic City stayed in the loop for so long. You know,
I was gonna say I'm willing to try any city other than Cleveland. So I mean, like you can send me anywhere. I'll be like, I'll try it over Cleveland. So
I loved Cleveland downtown though. I just feel like
awesome. Yeah,
but the convention center, like they just said, like we way outgrew it. It was way too much.
Yeah, that was.
But the downtown, surprisingly, like unbelievable.
Actually, remember the downtown? I think I almost got kidnapped or robbed or something. Where? I was like filming while it happened. It was like Cleveland? Some guy just pulled up to me. And it was like 1 a.m. in the morning.
Well, you put out that vibe though. You do. You put out that vibe. I was
just waiting for my chicken wings, and this guy's just like trying to talk to me. And fortunately, I was filming the whole thing.
You would have loved it.
Anyway, I'm happy for Chicago this year and next year, and Detroit will be very interesting to see. After that, who knows?
Yep. And what do you guys got coming up for shows? I know you guys are doing a ton of shows. Can you guys leak any guests? So make sure people tuning in for some of the podcasts at the show.
I mean, we have you guys on one day. At least one of us or both of us. I got to look at the schedule. We got Mike and Mike, Ruben and Mayhan.
Oh, yeah.
That'll release on. Are they doing it Friday? We're releasing it Saturday?
That's Friday at our booth. So it's up to us to release it, right?
So it'll come out the next day, though.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
I would think so.
So, yeah, Mike and Mike are coming.
Thursday's the Logan Paul and Gary V thing. You're doing, and we're doing like morning shows each day, but that's going to be, do we have guests actually already planned for that? Or is that more of like we find guests? Other than,
I've got co-hosts for every day.
That. Yeah. Yep. So
just stuff every day, and then hopefully like transactional stuff. And then we're like our big thing this year too is like trying to put out stories of the national. Like, hey, if you've been here for 15 years and you want to share like an 8-minute segment, come on and let us kind of film it all and clip it up and kind of release a best of the national through the years type thing.
Oh, I love that. That'd be great.
Cody will be on the list.
Oh,
dominating karaoke, followed by me getting carried off the stage by a man far too large and strong. Do you remember that in Atlantic City? He just picked me up by the shoulders. He was very gentle because I was throwing money at everybody because I had a few cocktails. He literally just picked me up by. I unhooked the string of the barrier for my. I need an air guitar, obviously. He literally just picked me up very gently and just moved me.
No, sir.
Okie doke.
No.
I'm trying to remember what song you sang because you killed it. I'm just trying to remember.
Rock and roll band. Boston.
That's right. Boston.
Gosh,
the Atlantic City one.
Yeah, the Rose, something like that. The Rose.
That was a cool spot.
Something like that. Yeah, it was fun.
Not. It was good. They were like, real long line. I was like, here's a few bucks, and somebody next to me like, those were hundreds. I was like, I sure didn't. That was where I went wrong. Yep. Whoops.
Gave you the VIP treatment. There, you can do any song you want.
It's not much cheaper than what the cover charge was, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Good old.
I'm all set with that city.
Oh yeah, I don't need to ever go back.
Oh well.
Yeah, I think we're all good. Well, we're super stoked to be out there with you guys for being there at your booth. The setup looks amazing. Cannot wait to see it. And that's then obviously
50027, by the way, booth
right.
50027.
Yeah, I saw I think the Facebook post, and the booth looks amazing.
Yeah, they actually did a really good job. Yeah, and you guys have free reign. Like I said, just Brandon's got the schedule. Whatever. If you guys, I know we got stuff together, but anything you want content wise, man, like use it.
We got a few guys lined up. I think Saturday we're going to be recording a lot of stuff with guests around the hobby, content creators you guys are familiar with. So that'll be a lot of fun. And of course, the party's going to be great. I think we're even at the booth. We're giving away a Macklin Celebrini PSA 10 Young Gun. So come on by, swing by, see the whole SCN crew, and you can see us as well. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to see you guys there.
Yeah, it's fun, man. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, and we'll see you guys out there. And tune in to all the content that SCN has. If you're not already part of their Facebook group, definitely tune in there. Follow them on Instagram, and you'll be in the know. If you can't make the national, tune into the content. And we'll see you guys next week on The Hype.